Hi, Sevenoaks Suns fans. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to do our spotlight interview with Julia Koeppl. Is that the correct pronunciation of your name?
Are you getting there?
Getting closer. I know over the years people struggle with your name, so forgive me. All right, and we'll get right into it. So, who got you started playing basketball?
Actually, my dad, because he used to play, he played in the second league in Austria, so I think since I was little, he just put a ball in my hand, and then when I went to high school, that's when I started playing for the school team. So kind of a little later than I guess some people here, but still I played with my dad before that, so he did.
Okay, great. And since you're from Austria, how did you wind up getting a scholarship to play at your university? You went to Dowling in Long Island, New York. So how did that opportunity come about?
I heard about this exposure tournament in Germany. So that's actually an agency who does like brings people to college or also after college to play pro. So I went there and it was a whole weekend and you play I think 4 games and they're all streamed online. So and then you just get the calls from different universities and you talk to coaches and that's how I got it. Because before I tried by myself, but I think it's really hard to get in touch without them seeing you live because everyone can just send a highlight tape. So that was great. And then I got in touch with my school and everything worked out. Yep.
So would you recommend that option for younger players who are playing in Europe?
Definitely. I think it's a great opportunity. It's a lot of pressure too because you have to really be on point that weekend because it's only 4 games and that's what it is. But I think if you play good and do good, it's a really good opportunity because they see you live and they can call you and you also have someone there who is like experienced with that stuff who can tell you all about it and what you have to expect. So I really think that's a great tournament. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. That's my first time ever hearing about something like that, so that's really cool hearing about that. And Kat wants to know how many countries have you now played in and which country is your favorite?
Um, like actually like played in for a team or just
I mean, I guess if you travel with like a team and you played there, so
yeah.
just the number of countries, I guess the countries that basketball has brought you to, and then you can say your favorite country.
I mean, I've been on the national team since 14 or 15. So I did travel to a lot of countries. I only played in the States in Long Island and I played in Germany, in Austria when I was little, yeah, but not professionally and now in England. So it's hard to say, but I think like the European Championships were my favorite ones. It was just the whole atmosphere and Finland was really great. We went to Macedonia 5 years, but that's yeah, it had their pros and cons, but yeah, it's hard to say because I feel like you always travel to the countries and then you don't really see the country, so you just see like the gym and stuff. But yeah, it's hard to tell. I think.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Just going to the gym
Yeah,
and practice.
like you have a lot of great experiences in these countries, but I wouldn't relate it to the country itself if you don't live there.
That makes perfect sense. And a lot of people don't know that you've had this opportunity to do the FIBA 3-on-3 basketball, and just talk a little bit about your experience with that, and kind of just let people know kind of how that works.
Yeah, we started with our national team like a year or two ago, and it's a brand new thing. Like I think it's for a couple years, but I think now people to get it to know it because it's gonna be Olympic in 2 years, I think, or next year. Yeah. So like I think it's a great thing, and it is really different from 5-on-5. I think what helps me a lot because I think it's really like physical. Like they don't call a lot of fouls. Like you really have to work on your one-on-one game. It's really fast paced and really exhausting, but it's only like really short. And the beauty about it is that Austria is a little country which don't have a lot of players. So in these 10 minutes, you can really beat anybody. That's what I love about it. Like last year, we lost against Spain. We lost against Czech Republic, who were like the world championships by 1 point. So you can really, in these 10 minutes, you can really beat anybody. Which on the other side, if you play 5-on-5, I think with these top countries, like you can't really compete if you're that little. So it's really great, and the atmosphere. I think it's just the whole event just makes it really fun.
Does 3-on-3 take place every summer? Like how often do you do your 3-on-3?
Yeah, so the European Championships and the World Cup is every year once. and then you play. You have your own profile. There's an app, and then you keep for every tournament you can play. It's not only the European qualifications. You collect points for your profile. So the more ranked you are, the more ranked your whole country is, and that's gonna play a role. Who's gonna go to a World Cup? It's not if you do great in the European qualifier. It's who has the most points, kind of.
Wow,
So, but it's
cool
not only
way
like
to
personal.
get into
Like they collect the points of the players and how many tournaments does a country host. There's like 4 categories, so they all add up.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's why we're trying to play a lot of competition, so we might get there
Excellent.
in
So
the future.
hopefully you guys
Yeah.
make it to the Olympics. That would be awesome. And then finally, Julie, this is your first team playing here in England and at Sevenoaks. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience that you've had so far playing in England? You're also playing for a university. What's the name of your university?
London South Bank. I think the season so far is really great. I think from the start on, I got really lucky. Like I came here and everyone welcomed me, like Len and Renee and everyone. All the girls are living here, so it's like kind of like a small family. What you got yourself into, so and also combining that journey with like getting an education and playing for Ross for the university, who was like a former player for Len, so they kind of knew each other. And yeah, I think it's just been really great, and I can't wait for the playoffs.
Absolutely, with our 12-0 record, so hopefully we go all the way and finish out the season with a championship. That would be great. Well, thank you so much, Julia, and thank you, Sevenoaks fans, for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe on our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook pages, and we'll see you guys next time.